Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 75. So last night I got home and it was late from a sporting event, and I was getting ready for bed, and I noticed something else was in my pocket other than cash, and I had been rat-holing chips, and I had left another $50 in my pocket. So we had another $50 to the second table that we played. So that brought it up from $448 to $498 on that table. So, you know, it's all good. I mean, I guess I fooled myself. I forgot about it myself. So, this morning, 63 degrees. We're heading out for the day. And last night, tons of rain. And from what I hear, we're getting even more rain the next few nights as well. So, just got to watch out for flooding and things like that. Today is going to be a busier day. For one thing, I've got meetings to worry about. First meeting, 8:45. Second meeting, 10 a.m. And third meeting, 10:30 a.m. So I got to worry about those. So I'd like to get at least one session in between the first and second meeting. And then we'll be camped out for a minute while we finish those, and then we'll move on to the second casino. I should make it to at least my second casino with the fuel I have, so that will be fine. And other than that, I mean, things are going well. We just got to keep on adding to it, and hopefully today's a good day. Yeah, I mean, I'm still feeling a little bit groggy. I don't think I'm sick. I think I'm just tired. So just do everything I can to try to get a little bit more nutrition in and continue on doing all the right things. So that's really all that's on my mind right now. I'm going to let you go, and I'll catch up with you soon. All right, guys, I am back as I am sitting here at the traffic light waiting to leave the casino. Not much happening, honestly. I went in and looked around and only found a couple small plays and played those through, and that was really about it. I ended the session ahead $34. Now, I was walking around and I had just organized the money in my pocket last night, and because I kind of figure out how much I have every day to start the day, and then at the end of the day just to verify that the amounts match what I think I won or lost. But I had a lot of ones and fives, and I just sat down and stuck about $150 worth of ones and fives in a machine. And of course, one of the last $1 bills gets jammed, and then I have to wait for someone to come and take it out of the machine for me. But it is a pretty ratty looking $1 bill. But yeah, that way I lightened up the load in my pocket. I probably had 50 or 60 bills in my pocket that I just got rid of, so it makes it a little bit easier to carry money around. So at this point, the weather is looking nice. It's 61 degrees where I am. It's sunny. It looks like a nice day. Light breeze. Everything is cool. My downsides now. I have another meeting coming up now, and then one right after that. So I'm going to drive just a short distance here, and then I'm going to pull over and take care of these meetings, and then we'll continue on to the next casino. But weather-wise, I couldn't ask for anything more. And as far as things tonight, I don't have anything to worry about tonight, so I can stay out a little bit later if I need to. So everything is lined up perfectly. All I need to do now is work hard, do the right thing, and make money. So right now, I'm going to let you go, move on to the meetings and the next casino, and I'll be back to update you. Alright, guys, I am just leaving this place. I came in, looked around, and really didn't find anything to play at all. No slots, no nothing. And I found one blackjack table I wanted to play on, a lower limit table. And I go sit down, and like every spot is reserved on the table. There's a guy playing 2 spots in the middle, and then like pretty much every spot except for first base is reserved. So I wanted to wait until they finished that shoe up. So I stood up and made a phone call, and then this huge guy comes over, wants to sit in my seat, and the guy tells him that I'm sitting there, so he's just standing around. I decide I just don't want it anymore, because now they were about to take down the reserves on the other side, and he's going to sit there. There's going to be a minimum of 3 of us playing a minimum of 4 hands, so I decided I didn't want it anymore. So I moved on, went to another table, found that, sat down there, bought in for 500, and didn't win a hand with the 500. Bought in again. Actually, I bought in on a double down hand, and it was like a $200 double down hand or something like that. And so I rebought for that, and then that lost, and then I ended up rebuying again after that. So now I'm in for 1,500. Things leveled off a little bit. Everything started improving. Count started getting better. So I ended up raising some more, and by the end of that shoe, I had ended up ahead exactly 500 by the end of that shoe. It was actually funny because there was a double down and all this stuff, and I had an odd number out there, and it just evened out and ended up ahead $500. So then on my way out, I'm looking at slot machines trying to figure out if I can find anything. And I find one play. It's like a 1 spin at 75 cents. So spin that, and I win like $2.30 profit on that one. And I'm like, well, it looks like that's all that's going to be there. I put a $5 bill in, spun it once, and walked away. And on my way out, I saw another one. I stopped and checked that one, and there was a play at 2 different levels on that one. Played both of those, and actually did okay on those. Could have been a lot better, but did okay. And ended my slot session ahead 120. So I bought in for a total of 65 on the slots and cashed out 185 on the slots. So overall, not bad. Blackjack plus 500, slots plus 120, and we're moving on to another spot. And I'm seeing a lot of fluid coming from where, hopefully it's not from my car. It is from my car. Oh boy. Hopefully that's just like air conditioning or something, but there's a lot of fluid leaked out of my car here. Let's see what happens here. I know normally don't notice that, but there's a lot there. So there's no lights on or anything, so maybe it was just air conditioning. It's been crazy last couple days here around this area. It's been 30, it's been 80, it's been everything in between, but looks like the car is fine. So we're going to move on to another casino. I'm going to catch up on my work stuff, and hopefully keep it going today. So I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. So a couple things I wanted to go over with you. First of all, with the tariffs going in effect yesterday, that I believe happened in the afternoon that he actually announced it. The stock market is way down this morning, or was way down this morning. So I was looking to see which one fell the most, and it was the tech-heavy NASDAQ that fell the most. It fell like 5%. So I thought, what if we do an option on the NASDAQ, a call option, maybe for like 10 days out or 2 weeks out, something like that. And I believe with the NASDAQ, you can do one every single day, like different expirations for almost every day. So I decided to do that. So I bought one option for it. Break even on it would be the market going up about 3% in the next 10 days, which it easily should, and should make a little bit of money on that one. So we'll see what happens with that. I think there's no downside. I think the market has already considered the worst case scenario. In my opinion, don't take my advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Get your own financial advice, blah, blah, blah. But this is I'm just telling you my story. Don't go doing it because I did it, okay? So I bought that option. I feel like it's already priced in the worst case scenario at this point. Everyone thought maybe he was bluffing, but now that he did it, now you have a bunch of countries that look like they're negotiating or willing to drop their tariffs completely. So I think there's only upside from here. and really, I don't really have the time to mess with it. But personally, I feel like maybe a longer term call would probably be good too. I just don't want to mess with it for that long. I like just getting in and out, just have the public sentiment make something fall, and then when it bounces up a little bit, sell it and make the money. And that's the way I normally do things. Tesla surprisingly didn't go down too much. It only went down by what it went up yesterday. So and it had already gone up a couple days in a row, so I didn't want to mess with that. So anyway, that's that. At this point, I got a little quandary here. I went on to the next casino, but it's still early enough in the day that I don't want to leave this area, but it's too early to play at the next casino. So let me explain what happened at this casino first. At this casino, I come in, I'm looking around, I'm seeing like a couple possibilities, but nothing quite there. It's telling me that probably nobody's around right now looking at things. So then I find a machine with a small play on it. I play that one through. I win like $35 or $40 at less than $3 a spin. Move on, find another one, and it's ready to go. I sit down, I play that, and that one drags on for a long time. But when I get up from that one, I'm ahead like $160, almost exactly $160. So that's all cool. I get up, I go to play blackjack. I see a perfect $25 table. I walk over there. As I'm walking over there, they're changing it to $50. And this lady is coming over from the baccarat table. And this is a lady I think I talked about before. I think, if I'm not wrong, this is I told you about a black lady, real big lady, older lady, that had talked about how she had gone to a casino and she had won like $10,000, and they were encouraging her to play more. And so they raised the limit for her, and she was betting 1,000, then 2,000, then 5,000 a hand eventually, with them continuing to raise it so that they could get all their money back from her. And she had made, I forget what the number was, 85 or 100,000 that day, because they were greedy and kept raising the limit on her, trying to get all her cash. I think that was her. But she came over from the baccarat table, and she was pissed. She's yelling at the dealer, at the pit boss. I told you I was going to come over here because after this hand, I'm going to go sit over there, and then you raised the limit on purpose. And I mean, I don't blame her, really, because everybody knows that story, if it is who I think it is. And she has this history of that happening and them kind of screwing her over. So we both sit down. I was going to play it at 50. And she said, well, that table right there is 25, and he just shuffled, so you want to go over there? I said, sure, let's go over there. So we go over there. It's a 6-deck. I believe it's a hit 17 on that one instead of a stay 17, but it didn't matter because I wasn't there that long anyway. I go sit down, start playing, play a few hands. I'm doing okay. And then 2 other guys come to the table. Now we got 4 people at the table, and one of them wants to spread to 2 hands. And I'm like, you know what, I'm out. You know, it was a neutral to negative count, and I was not in the mood to be sitting around like it's Saturday night with 5 people crammed at a table, you know, waiting for side bets and change to be made. So I decided to get up, and at that point I was only ahead $100. But I ended up leaving that casino plus 100 on the blackjack, plus 160 on the slots. Hey, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's $250,000. We'll take it. So right now we're going to move on. But the problem is the next casino, it's going to be too early by the time I get to this next casino. And it's a problem. So I can't go into that casino until a couple hours from now. And I was planning on going there today, but now I may have to skip it. And the next place is a couple hours away. And if I go there, then my day is over after that. So I may have to make a decision here to bite the bullet and go in there, even though I shouldn't be there at that point, or move on, spend a couple hours driving, and then only have one possible shot left for the rest of the day. So I'm going to mull that over for a minute here, and I'll be back to update you. Oh, Lord! I can't believe it. I waited and waited and waited and waited to come in this place. I came in at night. I came in on shifts. I know people aren't there. And I come in today, and I waited till the afternoon, and I walk in. I'm walking around. I see a machine. I see this young security guy. Never had a problem with him. Never even talked to the guy. No issues, nothing. I see a machine's got $2 in it. I put a $10 bill in it, check the rules on the machine, cash out, walk away, play another machine. I didn't play that one at all, but played a different machine, and won a little bit of money, so I'm ahead like $21 on the slots. No issues. I go to the Blackjack area, have a nice conversation with the dealer, say hi to the pit boss. I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing? I'm doing great, huh? Everything's fine, I said to them. And no issues. I played there for a little while. I just didn't want to stay too long. I was worried about other things happening, people upstairs and such. I get up, I'm ahead $300. Now, I see a couple things happen after I get up, right? So I get up, and there's only one security guard that I've ever had an issue with. And I swear this guy was wearing a suit where he never used to wear a suit. Maybe it's the wrong guy. And he's got his gigantic gold badge, and he's coming back to the area that I was playing as I was leaving. So I thought maybe that's the guy that I had trouble with before, but he walked right by me, no problem. Then I'm going out the front entrance where I came in, and the young guy was switching places with another security guard, right? So like whatever, every 20, 30 minutes, whatever it might be, they switch places, and they're on a different door, watching a different area. So I'm walking by, and he's behind me, and I hear him say to the security guard, so I guess he's okay again. And the guy goes, who? And he goes, that guy. Now, I don't know who he was pointing to. Was he pointing to me? I have no clue. So was the guy that's going back to where I was playing the same guy I had trouble with? Was the young guy talking about me and the guy at the front door that I didn't see his face, who could have been the other guy that I had trouble with, the guy? Or am I smoking something and none of this is true? I have no idea. But what I do know is I hit him again for 300 on the blackjack, 21 on the slots, and we're moving on to another casino. 66 degrees outside, nice day, enjoying myself today. So far so good, and I gotta tell you, it's not just a nice day, it is a beautiful day. I may take a video and add it to the podcast. So there's a new thing now that Spotify will allow me to do, and that's to have a clip of the show on Spotify. So you can actually, a lot of podcasts obviously are video, they're not just audio. So I can actually now upload a portion of the video of the podcast. So what I'm thinking about doing is every once in a while when I'm going somewhere, I see something unusual, something crazy, maybe I'll take a little video and upload that as the little video thumbnail that's available. So it's actually it's like a thumbnail, but it's like it could be minutes long. So anyway, yeah, I mean, so far so good. We're up over 1,000, 11, 1,200, whatever it might be, and we're gonna move on to another casino. And I'm gonna ask you guys, I never have asked you this before. I don't think I have. On Spotify, I've got like this podcast, our podcast, mine and yours, has a rating of like 4.8 out of 5. If you love the podcast, please give it a rating. On Apple, for some reason, it's got like a 3.8, but I would love some of my real fans to help me get that rating up a little bit. I would really appreciate that. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I might go get some beef jerky. Why not? I'm doing low carb. I deserve it. Let's go. All I've had to eat so far today was some vegetables. So let's go see if we can get some beef jerky. The beef jerky place is still over an hour from where I am, and I need to get fuel again, so I got to take care of that. So that's what's happening right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, minutes later, after I tell you how great of a day it is, I hear a little rock hit my windshield. No big deal. I look over, there is a crack in my windshield, like 24 inches long. I cannot believe that rock just hit that and caused that much damage. This is ridiculous. So, I guess I'm living with a crack forever because it's on the right side, and there's no way I'm going to fix that. And I got nobody to blame. So, fell off a truck or something, hit my windshield, an enormous crack. And in fact, I mean, I know I took video like yesterday, and there was nothing there. So it definitely just happened. That is an incredibly long crack. I cannot feel it from, yeah, I can feel it from the inside. As long, man, that is ridiculous. A big eyesore too. I'm not paying no $400 or $500 to fix that thing. Just live with it for a couple of years. Anyway, we're moving on. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. Big accidente on the highway here. That was about 20 minutes of waiting. And it was right before the exit I was going to take to get some fuel. So finally stopped, got some fuel, used my Upside app for it, worked out good. And moving on, actually it was one of the truckers stations, and I tried to use an additional coupon and it wouldn't let me for some reason. I don't know why, but I wasn't about to go inside and worry about it. So yeah, right now we're going to continue on to the next casino. Actually, we're going to stop and get some beef jerky. It's about 12 miles away from here. We're going to do that, and then we're going to go to the next casino, and I'll be back to update you. Is there anybody left out there that knows how to add? They can't add. 60 cents plus 40 cents, they couldn't figure it out. It's pretty hard, 60 cents and 40 cents. Unbelievable. Not to mention that the whole thing was wrong in the first place. Man, this lady must have been at least 60 years old, and she can't add. I mean, if that generation doesn't even know how to add, no wonder all this stuff is going on in the world. Are we serious? Are we serious? Maybe I'm wrong here. Let me just assume that maybe I'm the one who's wrong here. I'm going to put this light on in here, figure out what's going on. I'll make a long story short here. I had a bunch of vouchers, and they weren't working properly. So the lady had to add them up individually and figure out how much she owed me. Now don't worry, she gets to use a calculator because using your brain is too hard. So let's add these up, okay? There's 3 of them. One of them is an even $100. It's not very hard, right? One of them is 308.37. So 100 and 308.37 is 408.37, right? I'm not wrong here, right? 408.37, and then add another 109.40. So 408.37 and 40 cents is 408.77. Add 109 to that, it's 517.77. 517.77, right? She used her calculator and came up with 518.43. Let me just figure this out here. 518.43 minus 517.77, she's off by 66 cents. Where did the 66 cents come from? Oh, I know. It could have come from the other voucher that she wanted to do separate. Oh, no, that's right. That's not how much the other voucher was for. So I go up, I'm like, look, I'm having trouble. I got to keep putting money in these machines because they won't accept the vouchers from the other machine. Oh, yeah, no problem. I can take care of that for you. Oh, great. All right, so she uses the calculator, comes up with the wrong amount, gives me the wrong amount, which I was like a little suspicious, but I'm like, it's pretty close. I can just live with that. I'm okay with that. I don't want to make any enemies right now, right? So then I have another voucher for that $269.40. Well, she had just given me the 43 cents, right? Oh, I know what she did. 43 and 37. She's just confused. Anyway, 269.60, and she had just given me 43. So I said, can I give you this 40? Just make it 270 even. That would be real easy. And she goes, yeah, easy for you. No kidding, smarty. You can't figure anything out. You don't understand that 60 cents and 40 cents is $1, and you're the cashier at the casino? Are you out your mind? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. As the dog said to the cat, you must be kidding me. Oh my gosh, that is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, something was going on at this place anyway. I walk in, I see nobody checking anything. And this is right in the area that I've been hearing rumors about. And they weren't kidding. I didn't know anybody in there. Not one Advantage player in there. They must have cleaned them all out, or they all happened to just take today off at the same time. I don't know exactly what happened, but I was able to make my way through the casino and pick up money all up and down the casino, albeit all small amounts. I even played a little bit of video poker because it happened to be right on the screen in front of me, and I'm like, wait a minute, that looks okay. And I was able to take advantage of a little bit of that. So anyway, by the time I was done in there, I was leaving ahead $188. So plus $188. Add that to everything else we made, which is what, 208, 508, 668, 768, 8, 9, 10, 1268, 1388. That's not a bad little start to the day. 1388. That's a good day, and we're going to continue on here. But I'm just, every time I think I got it figured out, some other stupid person surprises me, and I feel genuinely sorry for these people. Genuinely, all the awesome stuff that we do with math in our heads, all the things that we think are like first grade level, right? I mean, I was helping my little boy the other day, and one of the exercises they gave him was like giving change and stuff. He's like, Dad, this is stupid. I'm not doing this. This is so easy. I'm like, I'll tell you what, here's a pile of change. And I threw a pile of change on the table. Quarters, everything mixed up. 12 pennies, 21 dimes. No, well, probably no dimes because these slot machine things don't give dimes. But lots of nickels in there. And I said, if you figure out how much this is, you can have it. And he got it right on the first try. He's a little boy. You're like a 60-plus-year-old woman. You can't add, and it's your job, and you have a calculator? Oh, it's giving me a headache. Oh, my goodness. Anyway. Ended up leaving there, and we're going to move on here. And I need to soak my head. I just don't get it. But we're moving on. I'll be back. Alright guys, as I'm continuing my trip here, now it's completely cloudy. It looks like it's about to rain. Temperature is in the low 60s. It just looks like it's going to be a very big storm coming. So just continuing my trip home at this point. Tomorrow I have, I believe, one meeting. And other than that, we're going to be trying to hit it hard. We're going to hit an area that we haven't hit for a while. And the reason I haven't hit it for a while is because it has less blackjack. Looks like I have 2 meetings tomorrow, both early. So I'll probably pop in the office real early and scan my card just to show that I was in there, and then head out for the day, stop for the 2 meetings, and then continue my day. So tomorrow's going to be a little bit less blackjack, more slots, but I want to spread it around a little bit. And then Sunday, I think I'm going to come back to the area I'm in right now because a lot of the people who are checking slot machines are getting kicked out, and I'm feeling like I may have a little bit more opportunity. So that's what we're going to do. Other than that, that's about it for right now. What did you eat today, MW? I ate some beef jerky and a little bit of vegetables, and that's it. My wife called me, and she's going to be making like some vegetables and sausage tonight, like roasted vegetables. So that should be good. And that's really about it. Not eating much right now. My weight has stabilized somewhat. I'm still losing weight just a little bit slower than I was before. I'll have an update for you on Sunday as to how much I lost. But and what did you tip today, MW? Well, how many sessions of Blackjack did I have today? Was it 2 or 3? I believe it was 3 sessions of Blackjack. And let me just bring that up here real quick. On the first session, I earned that $500. I tipped $0. But on the second session, when I was only there for a few minutes because all those people crowded the table, there I tipped $0. And then the last session at that casino and now the rain is starting, where the security people started coming around and asking questions and stuff, right there is where I tipped $0. So overall, we add that up, that equals $0 tip. You don't need to tip. Don't tip. It means nothing if you tip. Believe me, it's really not going to get you a lot of extra time. If you feel like it is, that's fine. You can try to do that. But I've gotten over 4 years without tipping, and I'll continue to get more time as well. So I'm going to call it a day, guys. Going to continue home in this rain. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.